So good evening, my name is Christine May Sangko, and for today, our topic is the elements of a contract. So based on my research, these are the elements of a contract.
First is the offer. One of the parties made a promise to do or refrain from the future.
So first is the offer. For example, if kanang na kay business, unya ikaw ang nag-offer na paliton ang products nila by bundle. So, naay man ay discount, diba? So, para pud makalas sila if ever na ibaligya nila sa ilahang customer and also makapatong sila og dako. So, another example of that is in a big company, kanang nakaiplano na mupalit og share sa ilahang company. So, then kung pila ang ako ang gibaydan sa kwarta, sa ilaha, kay base ra pod ang porsyento ana sa kontrata. Kay dili man ka mahimo shareholder if dili nimo mapermahan ang contract nila, di ba? Kanang dawaton na nimo ang offer nila. So, mauna ang ginatawag nga offer sa ilahang company.
Second is the acceptance. The offer was accepted ambiguously. Accept through words, deeds, or performance as called for in the contract must mirror the terms of the offer. If not, the acceptance is view counter offer.
So, second one is the acceptance. So, like sa example na ko kaganina, katong offer nila sa imuha, mo na tutong time na dawaton na nimo or i-accept na nimo ang ilahang offer. So, sa acceptance naman, mauna ni ang ginatawag na gidawat na nimo ang ilahang terms and conditions sa ilahang offer sa imuha or sa akua. So, mauna na ang time nga gidawat na nako na accept na nako ang ilahang offer. So, mauto siya ang acceptance.
Third is the awareness. For contract to be legally binding, both party must know that they are entering into new agreement. Sometimes, termed a meeting of the minds, the parties must come together, recognize that the contract exists and agree to be bound by the contractual obligations.
Then, third one is the awareness. So, sa awareness naman is kanang, ang paikot-ikot sa isa ka company, sa inyuhang kontrata. Kabalo ka, unsay pasikot-sikot sa inyuhang kontrata. Since obligation man na ninyong duha ang kontrata, since nisulod mo sa contract, diba? It means na nag-agree mo sa terms and conditions sa inyuhang duha. Kay if ever nga dili nimo o sa imuhang kakontrata, mapanindigan inyuhang mga obligation sa isa ka company na sa inyuhang duha kung kinsa ang nilabag or makasuhan. Dapat aware mo sa mga panghitabo sa inyuhang company, sa mga or sa dagan sa inyuhang company. So, muna dapat aware. Muna ginatawag na awareness.
Fourth is the consideration. Something of value was promised in exchange non-action. This can take the form of a significant expenditure or perform some service, an agreement not to do something, or the consideration is value that includes the parties to enter.
So, the fourth is the consideration. So, sa consideration naman, as mag-enter mo sa isa ka kontrata, something valuable must be exchanged o dili lang gani valuable imuhang if ever na dili man gani valuable ang imuhang offer sa ilaha, ayaw na lang padayon, ayaw na lang pa alig-alig. That's your downside. Na dili ma-consider imuhang or imong over. Since gamay ra kaayo ang exchange sa imuhang value, as you enter a contract, it's you and your partner obligation to exchange to each other the value.
Fifth is capacity. Capacity in contract law is defined as an individual or business who has legal capacity to enter a contract. In order to have capacity, one must be competent and be able to understand the consequences of the contract.
So, fifth is the capacity. only big shots can enter contract or rich people who have money. So since they are the only one that contract is a heavy obligations. Yes, people who are not rich can enter contract but with minimize and consequences. Kaya isipon nimo sa mga big company, contract is a heavy responsibility even in employment, di ba? So, for example, nag-hire ka og employee na mo-enter sa imuhang company. So, or mo-enter sa isa ka kontrata. So, sa contract, need gyapon nimo sundon ang ilahang rules para sundon pod na sa imuhang mga employees para maging good model, maging good role model ka sa ilaha. So, as mosulod ka og kontrata, we must be always think na dili lang think, kailangan nato maging bright, maging matalino, and also competent. Bawal musulod, in short, bawal musulod og kontrata kung wa ka kasabot, kay pwede ka ma-scam. So, for example, kanang nakagi pirmahan sa isa ka kontrata and then wala ka kabalo og unsa ang nakasulat sa kontrata, ni pirma ra ka didto and then wala ka kabalo na imuha din gipirmahan is himuon kang burikat pag-abot sa Japan inana. So wala ka kabalo og unsa ang imuhang gipirmahan sa kontrata, wala man nimo gibasa, ni pirma ra ka na ni pirma. So naay possible na ma-scam ka sa imuhang gipirmahan. So, we must be think before ka magpirma-pirma og mga contract or anything dira. Basahon jud nato.
Last one is the legality. The last required element of a valid contract is legality. The basic rule is that courts will not enforce an illegal bargain. Contracts are only enforceable when they are made with the intention that they are legal and the parties intend to legally bind themselves to their agreements.
So, the sixth one is the legality. Matawag lang og legal ang kontrata if kamong duha mismo nag-agree sa inyuhang gisabutan o sa inyuhang napagkasunduan. So, like for example, namoy gisabutan sa isa ka business, dapat namoy legal process ato kay kamong duha lang ang nakabalo ato. So mao na siya ang ginatawag na legality.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is John Marie A. Regalado, and my assigned topic for today is all about voidable contracts. What is voidable contract? Voidable contract is one that can be cancelled or altered for qualified legal reasons. Not all contracts are voidable. Must exist to absolve responsibility. Finding a defect in contract is a common way to void that contract. The simplest way to void a contract is for both parties to agree that voiding is the best option. So, like, ang mabawas lang na kontrata is mahimong ikansilahon or usabon para rapod sa mga qualified nga butang and for legal reasons. Dili pud tanan kontrata is mawala. And need siya og big responsibility kay we are talking about contract. So ang defect ana sa kontrata is common nga pamaagi sa pagbawas sa kontrata. Ang pinakasimpleng pamaagi lang is kanang pagbawas sa usa ka kontrata or mahimong duha ka partido para sinabot sa ilahang mga iya-iyahang opinion. So first, those where one of the parties is incapable of giving consent to a contract. Second, those where the consent is by mistake, violence, intimidation, undue influence, or fraud. In Article 1390 or 1390 these contracts are binding unless they are annulled by a proper action in court. So, tong na mga like na ay mga partido na mahimog kanang pagtugot sa usa ka kontrata. And then ang kaduha is ang pagtugot dili siya ang ay kanang gibalibaran sa kasaypanan o kapintasan. Pagpanghadlok o dili angay nga impluwensya o pagpanglimbong. And kana nga kontrata is gawas kung mapapa sa usa ka tukma or action sa korte. So kailangan jud nato og court. So how voidable contracts work? A voidable contract is initially considered legal and enforceable but can be rejected by one party if the contract is discovered to have defects. If a party with the power to reject the contract chooses not to reject the contract despite the defect, and the contract remains valid and enforceable. Most often, only one of the parties is adversely affected by agreeing to a voidable contract, in which that party fails to recognize the misrepresentation or fraud made by the other party. So, ang mabawas na kontrata or sa una konsente sa legal o mapatuman apan mahimong i-reject gihapon sa usa ka partido kung ang kontrata na ay defect or madiscover nila nga na ay depekto ano. And kung ang usapod ka partido adunay kagamhanan sa pag-reject sa kontrata, magpili nga dili i-reject ang kontrata bisan pa sa depekto, ang kontrata magpabiling balido o mapatuman. So pag nakay kakayahan or gamhanan, dili siya basta-basta ma-reject. And kasagaran po sa isa ka mga partido is ang maayong naapektuhan sa pag-uyon sa pagbawas nga kontrata diin kana nga partido napakya sa pag-ila sa misrepresentation o kanang gihimo nila pagpangandam aron sa ubang partido. And a voidable contract is a formal agreement between two parties that may be rendered unenforceable for any number of legal reasons, which may include failure by one or both parties to disclose a material fact. In both personal and professional instance, there are going to be various types of contracts to enter into. In a business sense, some of these include a non-disclosure agreement or a partnership agreement. Could be also a general employment contract or an indemnity agreement. The point is that entering into a contract happens frequently. And ang voidable contract is formal nga kasunduan sa duha ka partido nga mahimong ipatuman or dili ipatuman alang sa bisan nga unsang numero sa legal nga mga reasons. And kanang lakip pa sa iyahang kapakyasan sa usa o duha ka partido sa pagbutyag sa usa ka material nga kamatuoran or material nga tinud-anay. Sa personal o professional instances, aduna mahud sila lain-lain nga matang sa kontrata. So, dili jud sila magkasinabot. And then, sa usapod ka business sense, if ang uba napoy disclosure na agreement or partnership, mahimo pod ni na kinatibuk ang kontrata sa empleyado or sa punto sa pagsulod, basta kasagaran sa mahitabo jud na daw sa kontrata. But what happens if you want to get out of a contract? Is there a legal reasons or is there a legal way to do this? The answer is yes. Avoidable contract is one way to do it, but there are some specifics to be aware of. A contract must be legally binding, consensual, and have a stated consideration in order to be legally enforceable. This document, which represents the exchange of value between the parties, must be signed by two adults who are of sound mind and intend to abide by the contract terms. A contract that has the potential to be voided is one that cannot be upheld. And I have an example. So, for example, Janet offers April to sell a house. All documents related to the house was taken fraudulently by Janet. If later on April realized that Janet was not the true owner, as Messi claimed that Messi is the real owner, April can be terminate the contract or seek damage. Thank you.
By the way, my name is William Jimdi Hindrauli, and my assigned topic is all about grounds of voidable contracts. A grounds of voidable contracts that is valid unless one of the parties involved chooses to void or cancel it. Voidable contracts nahisgutan sa mga kasabutan nga adunay kapasidad sa pagpahayag o kakayahan apan may mga giilang kondisyon nga makaresulta sa pagkansela sa kasabutan. Example nini kay ang isa ka tawo nakasundo o sa kontrata tungod sa sayop o sa samok, mahimo niyang gi-cancel ang kontrata tungod niini. Kung masayop ka sa pagsulat sa mga detalye sama sa presyo o kondisyon o kung gidungagan nimo ang pagbuhat sa kontrata, mahimo nining mabali ang kasabutan mao kining giingon na grounds of voidable contracts. Diin adunay rason nga mahimo mo kanselahon ang kontrata apan kinahanglan gihapon nga sundon ang legal nga proseso aron pagkansela niini. Another example of grounds voidable contracts mao ang kung ang usa ka tawo gipugos o gihulga or gihadlok sa kahimtang nga nagdala iyan nga pagpirma sa kontrata. Kini mahitabo kung adunay kahugot ng impluwensya, panakot or kahadlok o bisang unsang papaagi na nagdala sa isa ka tawo na mopirma sa kontrata nga wala siya matinuod nga gusto niini. Kung isa ka tawo giugmad o gipugos sa usa ka kontrata tungod sa pagsunod o dili makatarungan nga kahadlok o gikapuyan sa iya, mahimo niyang i-cancel ang kontrata tungod kay ang iyang pagsugot lakip ang elemento sa pagsamok o walay katarungan impluwensya.
Get a head start on your accounting. Voidable versus void contracts. When one of the relevant parties would not have initially accepted the contract if they had known the real nature of all of its components prior to initial acceptance, the contract is voidable. The aforementioned party shall have the right to reject the contract after the fact upon the representation of new information. A contract may be also be voidable if one or both parties were not of legal age to enter into it, such as when one party is a juvenile. A void contract, on the other hand, cannot be enforced at all. A contract may be void if it requires one or both parties to engage in criminal activity, or if one party become unable to fulfill the contract obligation, such as in the case of one person's death. A contract that is declared to be voidable may be amended through the ratification procedure. For a contract to be ratified, the parties concerned must concur on new terms that, in essence, resolve the underlying issue of conflict that existed in the original contract. For instance, a party may be decided to ratify the agreement once they are judged legal capable if it is later determined that they were unable to enter into a binding agreement when the original was approved. Example of voidable contract. Voidable contract that are voidable include a contract involving a minor. Although minors are able to sign contracts, they are also free to choose to break them without facing any consequence. Other participants, such as those who lack the necessary mental ability, were intoxicated, or were under the influence or narcotics at the time that contract was drafted, are also ineligible to enter into a binding agreement. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am Jeanette Aligado. So I would like to talk about today sample of voidable contracts. So contracts entered into by a minor. So someone under the age of 18 in most jurisdiction. So are typically voidable. So the minor can choose to affirm or disaffirm the contracts upon reaching adulthood. So, for example, if a contract is entered into by a person who is under the legal age of majority, so makonsidered siya nga voidable. So, ang minor na siya'y option to either i-affirm niya ang contract or iyahang i-void. So, for example, so if 17 years old, nag-sign siya og rental agreement, so they can choose to void the contracts and not be bound by its terms. So, second, so contracts entered under duress or coercion may be voidable. So, if one party is forced to threaten into entering the contract, they have the option to void it. So, if, for example, if one party is coerced or forced into entering a contract against their will, the contract may be voidable. So, for instance, if a person signs a contract under the threat of physical harm, they can later choose to void the contract due to process. So, parehaan ng gihulga ka, guys. So, gihulga ka nga patyon, ganon, na i-threat imong kinabuhi, death threat. So, naakay right as a person nga mag-sign atong kontrataha. To void the contract due to duress. So, number 3, contracts that are based on fraudulent misrepresentation or deceit may be voidable. If one party intentionally deceives the other about a material fact, the deceived party can choose to void the contract. So, if a party knowingly provides false information or misrepresents facts to induce another party to enter into a contract, so that contract may be voidable. So, for example is, if a seller falsely represents the condition of a product to a buyer to secure a sale, the buyer may choose to void the contract based on fraudulent misrepresentation. So, kanang ano guys, seller ka, nakay negosyo, businesswoman ka, tapos baligya nimo, then baligya nimo is heater. So, as a seller, kailangan jud nga mag-provide yung kag right nga information about sa condition sa imuhang item. Kanang kailangan tama ang pag-deliver or pagsulti nimo sa information, not a false information. Kay as a buyer manggod, mutuo jud mi sa sulti sa seller. Okay, so kailangan explain jud nimo pag-ayo nga kani good condition ni siya, ma'am. So for example ana heater, so ako sa ka customer or buyer, tapos so ikaw as a seller ka, so you need to explain, you need to try nimo imuhang item kung mugana pa ba siya or dili na. So i-try jud nimo siya nga kanang kung init ba ang heater, kay bisin inig abot dito sa balay sa buyer dili na siya mugana, not in a good condition day siya. So dili ba tanan tao same og batasan. So naabay uban nga manang strikta, malita kaayo. So ikaw as a seller, kuan jud na nimo katungod tuka jud na nimo like kanang imuha jud ng responsibility nga imuha jud nang kuan ng imuhang mga items kung good condition ba siya, then kailangan po mag-provide po ka right information, dili kay puro fake or puro false nga information ng imong ginagawin. So ano jud siya guys, so maawayan jud ka na. So kailangan jud na kuan po, kailangan nga musulti jud ka sa tinuod para po nga ang customer nimo magbalik-balik po siya, ganahan po siya sa imo kay kay how ka mo approach, how ka mo handle nga nga situation.